Hi, Service Alternatives, and happy Thursday. Usually I do a Friday message, but this week I'm going to be on vacation Friday, and then next week is 4th of July on Friday, and so I will be providing a Thursday message just temporarily. I want to start off today by not talking about COVID. I'll get that in a minute, but I want to take a time to just acknowledge what a complicated time that we're in. Beyond COVID and all the circumstances that has created, we know that there was a horrific situation with the death of George Floyd and the ensuing results of that, with the rioting and the protesting and the very charged environment that we're living in right now. It's also a time where there are a lot of issues tied to the equity of people that has really come up. So some Supreme Court rulings were made just in the last week around the rights of LGBTQ people, and as well as individuals that are under DACA. And so it's a time where there are a lot of conversations happening in a lot of places about the equity of people. And I want to take this time to make a stronger statement than I have around our position as an organization. And that position is that discrimination and racism of Black people is real. It's something that shows up in stories. It shows something that shows up in statistics. And as an organization, Service Alternatives absolutely in no way tolerates discrimination. We're an organization that upholds the rights and the equity of all people in our work environment and our service delivery. And it's something that we really need to find a way to take a larger stance in. As an organization, we were at the early stages of creating a sustainable diversity and inclusion plan for our organization that's very focused on culture and workplace development. And I say sustainable because we have had different points in our history that we have picked up different pieces and we've had fits and starts. And at this point, we're desiring and expecting an approach that we take that will last us long term, where we're building in diversity and inclusion in a stronger way into our culture. And so the time that this all has been happening with the level of unrest is just interesting in terms of where we start and how we proceed. So you'll look forward to seeing some things about that in time. It won't be tomorrow, but it's something that will be coming soon. But for today, I really wanted to acknowledge a stronger statement than I have made previously around our expectations. And as an organization, our focus is on upholding our values. It's on carrying out our vision. And through that, we really take the stand on equity, and it's embedded in the way we do our work. Service Alternatives is expected to be a safe, a welcoming, and inclusive environment. And we have our own work to do, like every organization. We as individuals have our own work to do. I have my own work to do. And it's something that, with us being a really, truly learning organization, it's something that we expect of all of our employees, is we recognize our part and recognize who we are and are part of a change. Beyond that, we've got COVID. It's alive and well, unfortunately. We're seeing continued spikes in our communities, as I'm guessing many of you are seeing. So we have some communities still moving into new phases. And we have some communities that even when they're in new phases are still seeing a rise in cases. So it will be interesting to see where we head from here. But in the meantime, we have clients that are really starting to get out and about a little bit more, and I wanted to talk about some of that. Of course, getting out and about with social distancing and with masks. But the stories just simply inspire me, and I hope that they are a way of showing you what's possible and that they represent some of the good work that you are all doing every single day. So first of all, we have our Tacoma Respite Program that's brand new to be a more sustainable program, and that's starting up next week. And the program is all set up and it's all ready to go, and it's ready to welcome new clients. So that's exciting for our Tacoma community. We're also getting ready to open the doors back up for Shoreline and Linwood in terms of those respite programs. We also have had some fun birthday celebrations that have involved actually being able to get together with people. So the first story is about Alexis. She got to spend some time with her boyfriend, which is not able to happen quite as often. But Alexis and her boyfriend met at Silver Lake, and that was after she had great support from her staff on helping her get ready and her hair done and her makeup done so that she could really have a good time. So while they had to social distance, they were still together in spirit and in heart, and it was a really great way for her to spend her birthday. We also have a client out of Tacoma, and this story is pretty incredible. Between staff and social media, his family was found. So his dad and his brother and sister. And while they had not been able to see each other during COVID, they were able to get together on this client's birthday. And so they got together outside, but the staff report that it was just an amazing time for them to get together. So talk about an amazing birthday. It's pretty amazing. We have clients that continue to get outside doing all kinds of things. And we have a client in Everett who has an electric bike that he has accessorized in a pretty amazing way. So he makes quite a statement as he's moving his way through the Everett community. And then the last story I want to share just really highlights how meaningful the relationships are that you all form with the clients that you support. So Kendra was not able to make her shift last Friday. She had a challenging experience on the way to work, or while at work. And so she was not able to see the client that she typically supports. And he's a client that looks forward to her coming consistently. He gets dressed and ready for the day and talks to his foster mom about when Kendra is coming. And she wasn't able to make it. And he wrote a little note that said, "I want Kendra, please." And for those of you reading the email version, you'll be able to see the actual note. But when it didn't work with his foster mom and taking her the note, he took the same note around to his older siblings, just making sure everybody knew that he was ready for Kendra. And this happened through the weekend. And unfortunately, Kendra was not able to make it, but I'm sure that story warmed Kendra's heart. But I want to take the opportunity just to remind you about the impact that every single one of you make. It's these moments, it's those different experiences that you all have when you're engaging with your own clients that make a difference. It makes a difference one moment at a time. It makes a difference one life at a time. And getting back to the issue of equity of people, we all have quite the place when we carry out the values of Service Alternatives and the mission of Service Alternatives to make a difference, not just with the person that we're supporting, but their trajectory in their life and the way they're going to be able to impact their communities and their world as they move forward. So thank you for what you do. Be proud of what you do and be safe out there, SA. Bye-bye.